They lied to us, guys. They've lied to us. And today I want to speak to you a little bit about that, in particular. They lied to us. I grew up believing in the system, in the teachings that the system taught me, my friends, my relatives, and so on. I believed in everything that the system offered to me. I'm now 30 years old, and I have lived long enough to be able to experience things for myself and make up my own mind. So what I invite you to do today is to listen to what I have to say. Don't make any judgments. Don't allow your mind to jump in there and decide it for you. Just listen to what I'm going to say and then make up your own mind about it. That they've lied to us. They've lied to us. That the sun is 93 million miles away, guys. I'm mature enough now to finally accept that. And acknowledge that yes, they've lied to us that the sun is 93 million miles away. If the sun was 93 million miles away, we would not get the triangular sun rays that we get, guys. Come on. These are times now for us, for ourselves, to start really observing things with our eyes and making up our own decision and forming our reality for ourselves. Because most of the information that was given to us, that was made for us to believe, all happened whilst we were very young and we were sent to school. Guys, can any of you guys relate that being at school and wondering something about science, about English, about maths and whatever it was, and science in particular, and asking your teacher, and then they'll just give you an answer that you, as a child, you would yourself feel in your heart that answer did not satisfy your yearning, your wanting to know. But for some reason, you just accept what the teacher says, and you allow that to be your reality, guys. And you then allow that reality to continue being your reality until this very present day. All I'm asking you to do is to think again, guys. They tell us that ships, disappear under the curvature of the ocean because we live on a globe Earth, which should have a physical curvature. But they tell us that ships disappear at the horizon because obviously they are following the curvature of the Earth, guys. But with modern day technology, with a Nikon P900, I can grab that camera and that very same ship, I can bring that ship back by zooming in. They educated us on the globe Earth whilst we were very young. We didn't have no lenses. We didn't go out there and prove those theories that they taught us. We just accepted it as reality because we're young minds. When you're young, your mind is absorbing information because you're trying to become something. You're trying to find out who you are. You're in this big world where you don't know how things work. So you're looking out and you're looking at these figures, authority figures like your teachers, your mom, your dad, your older relatives. You can only look at all these people. You can only look at the world to become, to know who you are as a child. You look at the world and then you see how the world is and how the world expects you to be, what information the world brings you is, and then based on all that information, you download that information into yourself, and then you become a person with those, with having those values as the foundation of your being. Guys, number one, we're loved. love. So I just want you to know that I don't like, I love everybody. I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't hate nobody. There's no hate. It's truth. Truth is light. Lies is darkness. Lack of information is darkness. You can only experience hell, guys, really hell and dark times, when you know no truth. When you know no truth, you live in darkness. Therefore, you can experience dark times. But once you understand truth and you live in it, you never have a dark time, because the light is always shining up on you. So I just want to let you know that, guys, they've lied to us. They've lied to us time and time again. They lie. You know they lie. You know that. I know that you know that your government lies to you. Your own government. And what you think all these other, you know that Mark Zuckerberg lies. If you can believe that Mark Zuckerberg lies, then you need to understand there's a bigger lie going on here, guys. Bigger lie. Way bigger. Like NASA. Look at what NASA receives in order to continue this shit show that they throw at us with crap CGI images of space. Guys, I used to believe in space. And then, you know, they also threw New Age in there and messed it up for people again. Man, you know, they taint everything. Just like there's truth in everything. New Age, religion, occults, and so on. There is truth in everything, but it's just about what do you take from what is being presented to you as a person. Okay? New Age, like I'm going back to the topic New Age, guys. I used to be a New Ager, but then I just understood that was just another umbrella that the system controlled, because that, again, you needed to have specific beliefs, like believing in outer space, being up there in the sky, out of our earth, somewhere in space, in the void of space. And there are beautiful planets out there that also floating about. You know, what a freeing thought to have, to know that, you know, especially for the New Agers, you know, I was there, especially for us at that point. I'm going to say us because I was there, you know, knowing that there's more, you know, New Agers, there's a belief that, you know, New Age, there's so much truth in it, but they just tainted it the wrong way, that people are confused. They're using the right energy with the wrong information. Like I'm saying, they made us believe that space was out there. New Agers, if you believe that space is out there, then you're believing in a globe Earth, because you're believing in outer space. You know what I'm trying to say? Outer space out there. No one has ever been there, you know, but I believed in outer space. Different alien races, you know, Pleiadians. It gave me hope that, you know, there was more out there that could actually be experienced, that I wasn't just trapped in this shithole, that I could actually get out and go into 5D and experience better realities and so on. So, but guys, at the same time, remember, when they say outer space, the deception comes at the point when they're pointing the finger to space. You understand? They're always telling you half truths. Always read and listen between the lines. Outer space. If I tell you the chicken shop is that way, and I know the chicken shop is on my the chicken shop is on south, and I say the chicken shop is that way, and I point left and I point north and south, I'm attempting to deceive you, because I'm not just giving you the straight answer, guys. Okay? Outer space. We are on a flat space. On a flat plane. Sorry. We are on a flat plane. When I say flat, I'm not talking about like a pancake with a freaking edge. I don't know. The point is, it is not a like flat plate. It's a plane. How long does the plane go? I don't know. But outer space, guys, is the lands beyond our plane, beyond the beyond the Antarctic walls, the ice walls, guys. If you look at Earth from above, we're pretty much like on a pond. You know, you get the pond, and then you get the outer walls of the pond that contains the water within, that keeps the water all in. Those are the Antarctic walls. They're keeping the waters in Earth. They're like, that's the edge of our pond. So it's not a flat, just a flat pancake. Outer space, there's a lot more out there, more land, more land, far more land. I don't know how far it goes, but we can't go there because they don't let us go there. They don't let you go to Antarctica and just explore. Now, some of the smart ones are going to try to stand up and say, well, yes, they do. You can go an expedition over there. Yes. It's about 20 grand for you to do so. And you can't go on a private expedition. And if you do go there, it is a guided one where they take you to specific areas that you can basically observe, but you can't just freely go off by yourself. And did you guys also know that there is it hits a certain point of the Antarctic Ocean. There's a certain limit. There's a line that you cannot cross with fuel. You're not allowed to have extra fuel on board and cross that line. You can only get there with the fuel that you have, and then you're not allowed extra fuel. So if your fuel runs out, then you're pretty much stuck. Why would they need to implement such laws, guys? I just ask these questions for yourself. You tell me, why would they need to implement such laws that we can't go there? That shows you that they're trying to keep us from going somewhere. And let's all remember now, the government does not have you under its best interest. Anybody that believes otherwise, I can't help you. Okay? And also, I think it was in 1956, around that time, but the message is that there was, the Antarctic Treaty was formed. That's treaties where all countries agree that Antarctica is very special and the penguins are in danger, so we're going to keep them safe. So all the countries, signed a agreement that continent, as they want you to believe, that continent should not be touched by any human. So no one's allowed to go there, in short. Since when have you witnessed in your lifetime the entire world government agreeing upon something and then just sticking to it? Guys, there's a lot more going on here. They have lied to us. They have changed our history. They have added 1,000 years to our history. I'm still doing more research on that. I'm going to bring more proof to you of this, guys. Okay? There was a mud flood, and there was also some type of weapon used to burn things, to really burn the buildings that existed back then, the original buildings that were here, because they're all destroyed. And based on the research that I've done, and as you can see some of the images that I'm showing you, these buildings look burnt. And then you can also see that obviously there was a mud flood because these buildings look covered. And nowadays, even if, as you can see here, guys, pictures of buildings underneath buildings, okay? This should prove to you that yes, there was a mud flood because that covered up the building. But then the question is, why the fuck are these people building on top of these buildings? What happened here, right? Why don't we know about this? Who built this stuff? Guys, there was a mud flood, and I believe after the mud flood, or even possibly, because looking around the world, different buildings have different burns on them. Even yes, you can melt brick, and there was a mud flood, and then there was some type of extreme, some type of machine that has the potential to generate extreme heat that really melted all these buildings at the same time. And yes, that would then be beneficial, because if for a being that is attempting to destroy history, flooding the place and then heating up the rest, which would melt and just get the mud to set and really solidify quickly, that is a perfect plan. Okay, guys, but through my research, I realized what could cause such heat, and then I began to think, and then guys, I came across this video.
Okay, so I'm outside here, and I just finished building this frame for my Fresnel lens, and it took me about 2 hours to build. This is what it looks like here. So it has just A-frame legs, and then it's on a frame. There's the lens inside there, and it's on obviously a swivel. I got it balanced pretty well, so that it's not trying to fall either way. And these are wing nuts, and it comes apart real easy so that you can take it apart and store it away. So let's.
Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need. What you need. We're broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
Okay, so guys, potentially that's how they would have done it, but using far better technology and methods. I don't know, they would have somehow had to cover up the sun, or I don't know, guys, but something like that must have happened. You can use the sun to burn everything on Earth if you wanted to. Just picture that, the example that you've seen, and then magnify that and see how quickly you could burn down an entire city. Just gone, off, dusted. So guys, I'm showing you evidence, proof that a mud flood took place, proof that some sort of device was used to burn these buildings. Guys, there's so much information out there. You just have to want to know more in order for you to figure out that there is a lot that we are not being told. Like, who the hell built all these massive buildings back in the 1800s that we see across the world? Who built those buildings? Who built those cities? With what methods, what tools, and with what manpower? Because we need to understand, guys, that back in those days, we need to take the population into consideration when analyzing these facts. And the number of occupants of each country and towns does not equate to the level of work that was developed, that were constructed, of buildings that were done, the intricacy of the buildings does not match up to the level of intellect of the people of that time. These type of people, guys, yes, I am from them. It is our history. So these kind of people, they look like they care about other things. They don't have the tools to even design or create such structures that the mainstream narrative wants us to believe they did. Guys, they've lied to us. They've lied to us about who we are. They've lied to us about our history. They've lied to us about, the thing that you stick in your arm, They've lied to us about everything. And it's time to wake up. But remember, guys, for those of you waking up, you're not alone. You're not alone, and it's not an easy journey to wake up. It's hard. Because out of 10 people, 1 wakes up. So if you're in a group of 10 people, you wake up. You feel alone because the other 9 people in your group now look at you differently. They are not computing the same information as you are. So now you begin to feel alone. I understand, guys. But the truth isn't for the weak. And the truth wasn't meant to be easy because they went through great lengths to cover it up, to keep us from knowing the truth. Okay, guys, but remember, you are not alone. Brothers and sisters, we are going to find out the truth together. We are powerful, very powerful, and our past will confirm this for us, and based on that, we'll be able to remember our true potential and focus our energy on the right direction, not out there in space, because that's just a CGI imagination that they created. It has worked for so long, guys, but now it's time to grow above it. There is no space out there. The outer space is within our plane, as we are concealed or confined within the dome. Outside of the dome is your outer space. Check out some of my other videos. If you want to look at the sun, check out some of my other videos that I've done. Just check out my page, guys, and there'll be something, and there'll be a lot more coming. Guys, they've lied to us, and I think it's about time you accept this. They do not care about your well-being. Any forms of care that they have demonstrated over the years has only been for when they've wanted more control. Think about that. Stay strong. You are not alone. White rabbit, follow the white rabbit. The hole goes deep.